Ah, you're the outsider Vigdis's kid ran into. News like that travels fast around here. We don't talk to many outsiders these days. Well, even back in the day, we usually didn't talk to them all that much. More fighting rather than talking. But if you're here, that means it's for some reason. And that's good enough for me. What do you need? I'm Hrafn, son of Tove and Isid. Like my father, I care about the armor of my tribefolk. I share the forge with Stronner. He makes weapons, I make sure the ones holding them stay alive. If you need something special, you'll find it here. Nothing will protect your hide better than Ophir's coats. And who would we be talking to exactly? There were only 2 neighboring tribes. The Gunvalders were slain to the last by Camelot. Not that it matters. They were a strange folk, dwelling in their haunted stronghold. And that leaves only one neighbor, the damn Theuds. They meddle in cursed magic, so no talking about them. What about them? The Volkers and the Sveins are on the far side of the Forlorn Swords. None of ours go that way. The Dalrida went their separate ways long ago. All that's left is some shared past. And trust me, nobody feels like talking about that. You've got that right. As I said before, no talking about those scoundrels. I guarantee my armor will protect you, even from the treacherous strikes of the Remors.
Egil sent you, did he? I'm Stronner, a blacksmith. What brings you to our village? That kind of order should go straight to Tryggvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Tryggvi won't attend the moot. Well, that's good news. You're just the kind of person I've been hoping for. To help with Tryggvi, that is. Tryggvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfr might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Tryggvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the Fordwellers, whatever that means. So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that changed everything for our tribe. I wouldn't call it madness. Tryggvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfr, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation. We tried, The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrigvi appeared out of nowhere and killed the contender with a single blow. Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After that, the Ulfr began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises or fawn. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it. I don't know for sure. Thrigvi doesn't speak much these days, not in his current state, but I have a theory it probably had something to do with the awakening giant of the Gunvalder tribe. Many tribes envied them for it, and Thrigvi has a special connection to the giants. Maybe that played a role in his decision. Yes, definitely. The Ulfr might be stubborn, but we've always valued unity among the Dalrita. Without Thrigvi's influence, there'd be no question, but his shadow looms large. It's hard to see a way forward while he's on that throne. Ah, so you've met some of my brothers already. You wouldn't ask that if you hadn't. Since you know about the Stone Wardens, I'll tell you the truth. Yes, I'm a member, and the Ulfr village is our unofficial capital. Darvan himself resides here, Gerfan's own brother, and our leader. The only way to remove an Ulfr chieftain is through an honourable duel, but there's no honour in fighting something like him. Perhaps my mentor Darvan knows how to defeat him. He won't tell me. He says he's afraid I'd try to face Thrigvi myself, and honestly, he's probably right. If I knew how to bring him down, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But Darvan thinks if our plans were discovered, I wouldn't live to see another day. He's probably right about that too. My brothers have grown unpredictable. Are you mad? Thrigvi is practically a demigod. No mortal can defeat him. If that's what you've decided, though I still think it's a terrible idea, you have my permission to challenge Thrigvi to a duel. I'll stay close by, just in case you fail.
It's you. Do you need something? Since you asked, I might have a small task for you. I need a few Brimshade hides. There's a project that's been on my mind for a while now, but I've been too busy to go wandering off to hunt them myself. Glad to hear it. I've been someone's apprentice most of my life, so I'm not exactly used to asking others for help. I'll be waiting for you here, and so will a little something for your trouble. Walk with certainty.
please, no. I've done nothing wrong. I beg you, don't kill me. You must go soon. More beholders may be on their way. I'm Avar, though it's been a long time since I've spoken that name aloud. So it was him. I wondered if the man I saw was really Erland. He's grown gaunt. When I was just a boy, he cast me out. He said I was too frail, and he feared I'd bring weakness to the Ulfr. An Omen made flesh. That's all I was to him. Can't say for sure, but I've lived among them for years. I guess they see me as the same kind of aberration my tribe did, only they view me with curiosity, not fear or violence. When Erland cast me out, I was still a child. Weak. I didn't get far. I crawled into the first hole I could find to escape the blizzard. It turned out it led to a whole network of caves. The beholders found me and they fed me, just like that. So I stayed. The tribe told stories, said they were terrifying living war machines, marked by the weirdness and shaped by the Four-Dwellers. But I don't think they were always like that. They're intelligent, they communicate with one another, and once I saw one that looked like it was crying. That day, the beholders led me to an exit, urged me to go outside. It was the first time in years I'd set foot on the surface. After some time, I saw Erland looking for something in the snow. I stared at him for so long, until he noticed me and fled. I went back into hiding too. It's not that simple. The entrance to the cave only reveals itself when the beholders allow it. Otherwise, all you'll see is bare rock. I think that they let you in because they thought you were Erland. They must have felt what I carry for that man and wanted to do something for me. And kill him. Yes, but truth be told, I never really needed to leave. The beholders brought me food, and I had access to fresh water. As strange as it might sound. Please, just go. I don't want any more bloodshed. The beholders you encountered, that wasn't all of them. More could be coming soon. I truly hoped this would end differently, but I won't be slaughtered like some helpless dog.
Yes? Speak. Eivor? But that boy was too weak to survive. It can't be. Thank Meder. The omen I saw was even more dire, more telling than I feared. A former tribesman descended into darkness and became a wretch. It's good you put an end to it, outsider. Your deed gives me hope for what lies ahead. Perhaps there is still a future for our tribe. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Tread carefully.
I wouldn't come any closer if I were you. Because I said so. And here in the official hall of the Stone Wardens, my word is law. Leave in peace. I'm not granting an audience. Ah, your powers of observation are truly impressive. A nice piece. I recognize Kavor's design. Is this his way of telling me you're worth my time? Bold and straightforward. Qualities we look for among our own. But there's one problem. You aren't of Dalrita blood, which means the grace of the Stone Dream won't be granted to you. So, I can't admit you to our ranks. Our ancient laws say you might, yes, but they're called ancient laws, not simply laws for a reason. If you achieved something great, say a feat of war, the Elder Council might allow you to walk the path, provided someone would stand in as your father. But as I said, it's no old dead law. Our tribes aren't exactly known for their hospitality, let alone naming outsiders as kin. Once, yes, Camelot had written him off, and he joined the knights that never came. Their tomb lies here, at the Forlorn Swords. He never returned to Camelot because he embraced our ways and chose to stay. No surprise he didn't feel like going back to the capital. Don't fool yourself into thinking you'll repeat his story. He barely completed his path, and not a single one of our women would lie with him. And so, that night's line ended. Well, if you've won Kavor's favor, I'm willing to risk giving you a small task. to prove your worth to the Stone Wardens, you must find a weird stone vein. I assume you know what it is. It used to be the first task for any prospective member of our Brotherhood. These days, most deposits are depleted, so the task is a bit harder. I can tell you where to start searching. There was once a rich vein in an old mine to the north. It may yet run deeper. We abandoned it a century ago, so I can't say exactly what you'll find inside, but I can guarantee you'll find something. And on that note, if I were you, I'd bring my best weapon. Thrigva, that cursed fool! Undead emerged with the lone pillar, thinking himself invincible. And perhaps he is, for now. So I guess you want to challenge him to a duel. You cannot defeat him as you are. The lone pillar grants him strength beyond mortal flesh. No blade will bite. No armor will hold. Not unless you earn the blessings of the giants. Listen well. To face Thrigva and live, you'll need more than just courage. You'll need to forge a weapon. A true marvel. One capable of shattering the lone pillar's might. Without it, you're as good as dead. I'll help you forge it. But you'll need to gather the giants' blessings first. They hold all the fragments you'll need. What do I look like? A giant keeper? The giants have no love for the likes of us anymore. Their power does not come cheaply. If Stroner sent you, then go back to his hut. His wife might know something useful. Women tend to keep the wisdom their men ignore. Stroner keeps her close. Protective, I'd say. Or maybe ashamed. If we're being honest, the Ulford tribesfolk say she's mad. Perhaps even a liar. Claiming she speaks to giants? You can imagine how that goes over. But mad or not, she knows things the rest of us don't. Don't judge her by their words. Go to her and listen. You might find her madness holds more truth than most men's sanity. Off you go. And thank you for aiding the Ulford tribe.